What's happening, fellas? Crazy Brit here, and we're back with part 2 from Race 1, League 2 of the Infinity GT Manufacturer Series Season 13. Let's get it back underway. So, in first then, Brucey in lap 21. Then we've got Ice Chand in second, still third is Fast JMS. Now back into third with Surfer Ev, having a good battle here for third and fourth. As we're into firmly interesting number 2 now. As they come through the first turn, the Jag gets a bit unsettled by the curb there. Got Surfer all over the back of him again. Let's just check through the field and then check back on them, guys. So in fifth we have Gas Monkey being chased down by Portugal Don in sixth. Then we've got Binnett Barry in seventh in the Porsche. Then in eighth is Crazy Mac. Ninth is Shortski, followed by Cave in 10th. Then we got Hoggy in 11th. A little bit of a gap to these guys. Then we got 12th of Welly Bob. So back up to the front then. We'll just check on these guys. You see Fast JMS still leading the way from Surfer as they come through the back end of the lap to start 22. Oh, we've had some issues. Oh, Portugal Don is off the track again. Let's see what happened here. So Portugal Don coming through towards the hairpin. Oh, gets on. Oh, that was weird. Let's just have a little look at that. So he's coming in through the kink down to the braking zone. Oh, he gets a little bit on the gravel there. There's a little bit of gravel just before the curb starts. Brakes, that unsettles the car, and then, yep. The rest is history, as they say. So, Crazy Mac, can he get the move done on Portugal Don as he's got the damage? He looks on the inside, but no avail. Third time a mistake for Portugal Don in this race. Managed to recover nicely, but that's going to hinder him. Third crash of the day of the race, as we see Gas Monkey pitting from 6th place. So Portugal Don now got 3 guys right behind him. Let's see Sharksky Revenge is now coming under fire from Big Kev behind. So Big Kev then in 9th, just behind Sharksky. Can he mount a attack on the back of that Ferrari? We'll go back up into these guys, into 5th place. Just in front of these guys is Binnett Barry. Surfer is still trying to get past Fast JMS. Chand is still in 2nd. Our Brucey still in 1st. But here's a battle right here. And a couple of cars behind us, 4 in a row. As they're heading up now up the hill. Portugal Don recovering nicely after that little spin and dink into the wall. So we're on lap 22, about to be lap 23. This is going to be a 40 lap race for most of these guys. A couple of guys might get onto a 41st lap, but it's mostly going to be 40 laps. As we all head down the straight now, you can see Big Kev there in 9th, trying to get the slipstream of Sharksky, trying to get the overtake done. He's got the pace for it against Sharksky, who's on the hard tyres. Right on the back of him now. Sharksky's car gets unsettled, and Big Kev is through up into 8th then. Next on the agenda is hard tyres of Crazy Mac in the Aston. Can Big Kev catch him up? And see Portugal Don in 6th. 5th is Binnett Barry. So next up for Portugal Don, just a corner away from him. He was right behind him before the little spin that he had. So let's see how long it's going to take him to get back up there. Let's see the ball. Oh, Crazy Mac is in the gravel right there. That's going to not bode well for him. Big Kev is right behind him. As Crazy Mac goes off again. Oh, dirty tyres, and he's going to lose so many places now. As he's still in the gravel. Keeps out the way of everyone. So Hoggy is now up into 9th. Crazy Mac down to 10th now. Welly Bob's still in 11th. Up one position of Gas Monkey pitting. Gas Monkey is now on the mediums in 12th place. So back up to the front then. First Brucey, still second is Chand. Then we got Fast JMS still being hounded by Surfer, who's going to have to pit in this lap. Soft tyres have worn down, his fuel's low. Racing mediums of Fast JMS is still working. Still lots of time for those tyres to wear. So this battle is going to be neutered for a little bit here now. Bennett Barry in 5th, still leading the way from Portugal Don. But Portugal Don is fast approaching on those racing mediums. Can he get him this lap? You see, it'll be Kevin 7th just in the background, followed by Shortsky. Into the hairpin we go, up the hill. Portugal Don now right behind him. Server pulls into the pits then. I expect these guys will be pitting soon. Pit cycle is starting up again. As Portugal Don is right behind Binny Barry. Binny Barry gets half a second, so that's going to seal his fate right there. He's going to have to save that at the end of this lap. As we now have funded down to turn 1. Portugal Don now up into 4th. Got that overtake move done and sealed. As he comes through a couple of corners here, left-hander is now going to be able to try and focus, try and not make any more mistakes, and get the knuckles down and try and catch up to a 3rd place. As 3rd place, Flash JMS in the lead in 3rd place. But in the lead still, Brucey is probably going to pit at the end of this lap. As you can see, Crazy Mac coming out of the pits just ahead of him. He's going to get him between turn 1. He's moving out of the way. He is a lap car. So Brucey now thundering around the first corner. Listen to the V8 engine working overtime in that SLS. Not seen a lot of Brucey this race. He's been out in front all by himself. And see Ice Chan now catching that gap up. That gap is considerably smaller now as he's in second. He's going to be able to go a bit longer than Brucey. Fast JMS, lap or 2 for him left. Portugal done likewise in 4th place. Then we got Kev now in 5th. Followed by Binny Barry in 6th, just come out the pits. 7, Sharksky's revenge on those hard tyres. Hoggy on the softs right behind him. Surely he's going to be able to get an overtake done. He's got full, just over half tank of fuel. So maybe have enough fuel to the end, but I don't think he'll have the tyres as we now head into the nighttime hours. Oh, sorry. Surfer just coming out of the pits. He's on fresh sort of mediums. As Bruce today goes into the pits then. Welly Bob in 10th. A little bit of unsettledness there from Gas Monkey as he tries to overtake him. Crazy Mac in 12th still. So Gas Monkey and Welly Bob, are they going to go toe to toe? Looks like he gets better momentum out of that corner. He's all over the back of Welly Bob there. As we now come through the kink Can he get an overtake done into the hairpin? He's on the outside line, they're going too wide. Willie Bob gets the inside done. Does he have the momentum on the exit? Gas Monkey has more momentum as he's trying to get the overtake done and sealed. He gets to switch over. Can he get the inside line for the next turn? As Willie Bob takes the wide line around the corner, Gas Monkey gets the overtake done and into 10th place he goes. Through the last corner we go. So overtake done, and Willie Bob is now coming to the pits for his final stop. Crazy Mac in 12th now still. You've got Ice Chand up into first. He's going to have to pit shortly though. Fast JMS up into second. He's going to come in this lap. Portugal Don in third, now being hampered by Brucey. Can Brucey get past him? Obviously Brucey straight out of pits. He's gone on to another set of mediums and fuel to the end. Just going to have to sit behind Portugal Don for the minute. Can he get any overtake done on Portugal Don before he pits? This is going to help Portugal Don's teammate Raj being behind him. Let's see what happens between these two. This is the closest battle at the minute on track. Not really a battle because Portugal Don still has to pit, but Bruce is adamant he wants that place. He does have the fresher tyres, but he is a little bit heavier on fuel at the minute. So we've just gone through the left-hander, we're coming now up the hill towards the banked turn. Brucey following as we go through the bank turn now. Lights are on as we head into the twilight hours. Windmills still standing tall above the track. As they both clip the Gramble, send it flying up into the air. Now come through the double left-hander. Portugal Don is either going to pit this lap as Fast JMS comes in the pits. So Portugal Don is either going to pit this lap or go for one more. Battle for the top few positions. So he's going to go through. That's going to put him up into second, followed by Brucey now up into third. And look behind us as Big Kev is going to come through. He's going to take fourth for the minute. Bennett Barry is going to come through now as Fast JMS is still in the pits refueling. So Fast JMS comes out of the pits and he's going to come back out in 8th, possibly lose a place to Surfer in 9th. He doesn't, he gets to the corner. So battle resumed between these two, but we're going to back up here because Bruce is right behind Don. That dirty air not helping Brucey at the minute. It's slowing him down compared to Chand, who's up in front ahead of these two. Is Chand going to pit this lap? He certainly is. So Chand comes in the pits from first then. Don is going to have to pit this lap, which is going to free Brucey. It's going to be close between him and Chand. As we now come through the last corner. Into the entrance we go. Bruce is going to try and get all the slipstream he can. Oh, Portugal Don is going for another lap. Okay then. So that's going to put Don up into first, followed by Brucey in second. So Bruce is going to be able to get some slipstream off of Don and build at that gap slightly to Chand, who now comes out in third, just behind these two. So we've got Big Kev in 4th, followed by Bennett Barry in 5th. Then we've got Shortsky in 6th, then JMS in 7th, followed by Surfer right behind him in 8th. Hoggy is in the pits now. Where is he going to come out? There's no one behind him, so he's probably going to come back out in 9th as Gas Monkey and Crazy Mac come through the last couple of corners. Willie Bob on a fresh set of mediums in 12th, but back up to front we go. Portugal Don really low on the fuel now. This is Bruce's time to mount an attack. As Brucey follows him through. As we come through the last few corners, is he going to be able to overtake him before he goes in the pits, or is he just going to follow him? Looks like he's going to follow him as we come now through the last couple of corners. 45 minutes, just under 15 minutes to go now then. As Portugal Don is going to peel off into pits and release Brucey up into first. Ice Chan now comes through the last corner. He's going to come in second, and then Big Kev, what's he going to do? He's not going to pit this time, so he's currently in third at the minute. Bennett Barry in fifth. Comes through. Then we got Short Ski just in front of Surf, who's made an overtake on Fast JMS, has got past him. So Fast JMS is now down to 8th. 7th, passing the pits. Hoggy is coming through. Probably not going to be able to get the move done on Portugal Don. He's on the soft tyres though, so we'll keep an eye on that as Portugal Don comes out on the soft tyres as well, just under half a tank. Slightly more fuel than Hoggy. Goes through the first turn, keeps the place in 8th. Gas Monkey 10th coming through now, followed by Crazy Mac in 11th, and then Willie Bob in 12th. So back up to the front then. We'll see if we've got any gaps on track. Willie Bob is going to be coming under fire from being lapped pretty soon, as he gets a little bit wide through the last turn, kicks up the grass there. Oh. Oh, mate. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Sorry about that. Had a knock at the door, guys. Right, we resume back to where we were then. So, Ice Chan coming through in the last couple of corners. Big Kev on the just behind Ice Chan, but he's going to have to come in the pits this lap. Or does he? He doesn't. He's deciding to go for another lap. Okay. Bennett Barry in 4th then. He's going to inherit 3rd place when Kev comes in the pits at the end of this lap. Surfer still in 5th from Fast JMS in 6th. Shortski's Revenge is in the pits for the final time. Portugal Don is going to come through then and claim that 7th place from him. So up in 7th, Don goes. Hoggy 9th. Is he going to be able to get a move done on him as well? He is. He's going to go 1 place. Gas Monkey in 10th. Followed by closely by Crazy Mac in 11th. Willie Bob in 12th still. Brucey getting ever closer to lapping Willie Bob there in 1st. That car dancing all around as he's trying to extend the gap to Raj, who's just only there. This is getting close now between these two guys. Ice Chan has got the fastest lap still over 126.7 set early on in the race. Raj now coming through the last couple of corners then, trying to close that gap up to Brucey, up in 1st. 3rd, Kev's got a penalty as well. That's going to hinder him a little bit as he comes in the pits on this last lap. Bennett Barry then coming through last corner in 4th, touches the grass a little bit there. Surfer in 5th, followed by Fast JMS in 6th. Then we got Don in 7th. followed by Hoggy in 8th, Shortsky in 10th, 9th, Gas Monkey in 10th, followed by Crazy Max still in 11th, and unfortunately we've lost Willie. So only 11 drivers left as Big Kev is refueling in the pits. Brucey still in the lead then. That gap starting to shrink a little bit now between these two. Bennett Barry in 3rd. Then we got Surfer just a corner away in 4th. Followed by Fast JMS still in 5th. Not really no battles on track in the minute, so we're going to go for a lap guide with Brucey as he comes round at the final few turns. We're going to ride on board. As you can see, Raj will just pop out through that corner as Brucey goes through the last corner. So here we go for a lap guide with Brucey on board the Merc as we thunder down the home straight up into 5th gear. Then 128.2 was his last lap as we now head up the hill down to turn 1. Gonna get it into 3rd gear then. On the exit, be careful of the gravel trap there, clip the curb there, helps with the turn in, clip this curb here. Then we go into left-hander up the hill, let the gravity do the work to slow the car down. Then up a little crest and into the banked right turn. Hug that curve, not too much though, it will get on start the car, clip the curve on the exit. Now we come through the double left kink. There's one. There's a second. Now down to the hairpin. Exit of the hairpin is uphill, so you've got to be careful. Pin the throttle. Watch the curb on the exit. Then we clip this curb and ready for a double right-hander. Careful on the inside of this corner. It can unstart the car. Then we got the long left-hander. Little bit of a curb clip there. Then for the final corner, got to be careful this curb, it doesn't spit you out into the opposite side of the track. And that is a lap of Sordegna. As we come across the line, it's so 128.0. So you can see Ice Chan now right behind him. That gap is shrinking considerably as we're in now the last 10 minutes of the race. Bennett Barry coming through in 3rd still, but he's got Surfer and Fast JMS right behind him. Portugal Don in 6th. Then we got Hoggett followed by Big Kev in 8th. Shortskis Revenge not too far away from these two, and then we've got Gas Monkey and Crazy Mac. Crazy Mac's going to get position here as Gas Monkey has got a half-second penalty. Very unfortunate him, or very close to the end of the race as well. Can he get back on it and mount a charge to Crazy Mac, who's on mediums fresher than his? He's also got slightly little more fuel to burn as well. Brucey keeps thundering away, plugging these laps in. Led from the start the entire race so far, apart from a few laps through the pit stop transitions as he clatters the curb there. Ice Chand in 2nd, trying to close his gap up to him. Bennett Barry still holding 3rd from Surfer and Fast JMS there. A little bit of a gap now to Surfer there. It's looking like if Bennett Barry has to pit soon, or has to start saving fuel massively, Surfer might get 3rd here. There's a podium on the cards here for Surfer. After being in 12th and a couple of seconds down off the start, he's done a really good job. It's been a really good race for him so far. Let's see if he can keep up this momentum. Obviously these two had a little coming together early on in the race, so we'll see what the overtake's going to be like when he gets onto the back of him. Portugal Don in 6th, insane recovery drive for him after binning it 3 times. He's definitely put in the work this race. Big Kev then in 7 managed to get past Hoggy, but Hoggy's still there. This is going to be a battle to the end of the race, I believe. Shortsky in 9th, still just behind these two, followed by Crazy Mac in 10th, but Crazy Mac's got Crazy Mac's got Gas Monkey right behind him in 11th. So this is going to be a battle to watch as well to the end of the race. We won't look at these two because these two are just mind their own business with each other. Bennett Barry still leaning away then. How long can he hold on for? Number 69 Porsche thundering down the straight, followed by number 33 of Surfer Ev. You can see the composure of Surfer Ev's Toyota Supra putting in the work. Let's now head up the hill, clipping the apex and the exit. Now down the hill towards the banked corner. Through the left we go. Round the second kink and into the hairpin. Surfer Ev's managed to get so much momentum off of that exit there. Now right behind him. Still rocking the Roxy sponsor there. Beautiful livery from Surfer. Great team livery likewise. As we are now deep into the last final 5 minutes. He's going to go for an overtake and he goes around the outside, gets the overtake done before the exit of the corner. Beautiful work from Surfer, up into 3rd, there he goes. So, 4th place for Bennett Barry. Can he hold on to 4th, or he's going to come under fire from 5th Fast JMS in the 46 there. Portugal Don right behind Fast JMS in 6th place as well. So it's all coming together at the end of the race. Big Kev in 7th, now pulling away from Hoggy, who's coming on decreasing pressure from Shortsky in 9th. Gas Monkey has managed to get past Crazy Mac as well. So he's up into 10th. So we'll run through the teams. So Brucey up in 1st has his teammate of Fast JMS, as we see Bennett Barry getting all sides of wrong there. So yeah, Fast JMS's teammate to Brucey, the other teammate who's not here as Bennett Barry goes off the track, similar to what Crazy Mac did. Dirty Tyres just gone off, so he loses them places and now down to 6. So then we've got Ice Chan, Surfer and Portugal Don as a team. Then we have Bennett Barry, who's still having issues. Shortsky's Revenge and Gas Monkey as a team. And then we have Big Kev, who's teammates with Crazy Mac, and Welly, who's now not in the race anymore. And then we've got Hoggy on his own. So let's go back up to the front and run you through. Brucey in 1st. Followed by Chand. That gap is coming closer. Right there now. Surfer in 3rd. Followed by Portugal Don now up into 4th. And Fast JMS in 5th. Let's see how this one pans out in the last couple of laps here now. Bennett Barry in 6th. Going to get that half a second penalty. More off track excursions for him. Big Kevin 7th. Hoggy now still in front of Shortsky, only just up. And then we got Gas Monkey and Crazy Mac in 11th. But we're going to head back up to the front as we come across the line to start lap 40. They will get another lap. Only just though. back down to third. This is going to be the final lap. About to start the final lap for Surfer and the rest of the gang. So Surfer into third then. Fourth, Portugal Don. Let's see what happens on this final lap. Finally managed to make it up, back up to the front for Portugal Don then. Fast JMS in fifth. Not a bad finishing position if it finishes like this for him. Bennett Barry in sixth. Managed to regain the composure of the car. Seventh is Big Ken, but we've got to go back here because we've got Hoggy and Shortskid's Revenge right together with each other. Can Shortsky get any sign of overtake on the final lap for him? Shortsky's all over him, millimeters between these two now. As they now come up the hill through the left-hander. This is the closest battle on track, I believe. Oh, we got Gas Monkey and Crazy Mac as well. But Hoggy still holding on as Shortsky's on the outside line. He's going to try and cut in. It's very low on fuel, is both of these two. Racing till the end, love to see it. But we're going to have to cut up to third place. As both the front two runners have gone past, but third is going to be Surfer. He's going to come across the line, finishing third, followed by his teammate. Photo finish in fourth. Then we got Fast JMS in fifth. He's going to finish the race super good. Bennett Barry coming home in sixth place. Then we got seventh, Big Kev. He's going to finish. Hoggy managed to keep that eighth place. He's going to finish in eighth. Shortsky finishing ninth. Then we're going to have Gas Monkey. He's going to come around to finish in 10th. Managed to hold off Crazy Mac to the end. Managed to keep that fuel as well. And Crazy Mac in 11th. But back up front then for the final lap. We've got Brucey and we've got Ice Chand on lap 41. Brucey's managed to hold off Rash all race. Gap has come down, maybe one or more 2 laps. It would have spelled disaster for Brucey, but this is the final lap. Look at the gap as they come across the line. 1-2 for Brucey and Ice Chand. Great racing from the guys. And that is going to be the end of that then. So, until next time, I've been the Crazy Brit. Goodbye.